Now I'd like to invite Angela Chios, partner with Blake's, to announce the winner of the Law Achievement Award. Angela.
My name is Angela Chios, and I am the managing director of Blake's, and more importantly, colleague and friend to our fabulous and amazing Chi. I could not be more honored to be here tonight and at this very important and beautiful night presenting this very important award. I am presenting the award for Calgary Black Achievement in Law. The Calgary Black Achievement in Law Award exists to bring light to the work of Black legal professionals making a difference in the legal profession and Black community in Calgary. This award goes to an individual working in the legal field and who has made an impact on the legal community. Our first nominee is Melissa Burkett. Melissa is a lawyer with Alberta Justice, Legal Services Division. In addition to her practice, Melissa is a member of the Advocate Society of Alberta Regional Advisory Committee, CBA Law Day Committee, and the Board of Directors of the Association of Women Lawyers. Melissa is also a civil procedure sessional instructor at the University of Calgary Faculty of Law, the coach of the University of Calgary Laskin Moot Team, and volunteer with Calgary Legal Guidance. Our second nominee is Kenny Akinola. Kenny is an internationally trained lawyer currently articling with Dentons. Kenny is the Vice President of Global Lawyers of Canada and co-founder of the ITL Network, a registered not-for-profit with a mission to assist internationally trained lawyers and internationally trained law graduates through the licensing process. Kenny was recently selected by the Alberta Council for Global Cooperation as one of Alberta's top 30 under 30. Our third nominee is Charles Osuji. Charles is a multi-award-winning lawyer and the CEO of Osuji & Smith law firm. He was chosen as one of Calgary's top 40 under 40 and one of the top 25 most influential lawyers in Canada. I'm happy to announce that the winner is Melissa Burkett.
My name is Melissa Burkett, and I am a civil litigator with Alberta Justice Legal Services Division. So that just basically means that I am a lawyer for the government. I'm not a Crown prosecutor, so I don't practice criminal defense. I work for the government's law firm, basically. The good thing about working for Alberta Justice is that all of the matters that we deal with have a public interest element to it. I've always been passionate about the law, and so it's not difficult for me to be excited about the work that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. I think in order to be a successful litigator, or at least to be an effective litigator, you have to know your cases inside out, you have to know the law, and you have to be zealous in your advocacy for your clients. Some of the organizations that I'm involved in, like the Association for Women Lawyers, are really trying to focus more on equity, diversity, and inclusion issues. We've put on some inclusivity in the profession sessions already in the past year or so, and we recently brought out a Racialized Lawyers dinner series where we're trying to create safe spaces for racialized lawyers to break bread with other racialized lawyers and share their experiences. In my space, in the litigation space, and particularly in the civil litigation, commercial litigation space, there isn't as much diversity as there might be in other types of practice and areas of practice in the law. I'm rounding on almost 14 years now at the bar. I think that shows the example for future Black lawyers that, it is possible to create that space in the litigation bar and to continue doing and pursuing that if that's something you're interested in. It's important to be empathetic, to understand that not everybody has the same experiences that you do, and to try as best as possible, even though it's impossible to walk completely in somebody else's shoes. But I think in terms of my involvement, especially on the volunteer and community involvement side in the legal profession, has taught me certainly patience, understanding, and just a general desire to continue to create a more inclusive legal profession. The number one thing for me would be to remain authentic, because you provide your best services when you're being true to yourself. And I think that's a lesson that I probably struggled learning in the early parts of my career. But being your authentic self means that that's the best person who's going to be providing services to others. Thank you. I wasn't aware that I had to say any words tonight. And had I known so, I probably would not have had the last beer that I had. So, so I actually don't have anything prepared, but I will say first, thanks very much to the Calgary Black Chambers for recognizing me with this award. It's so important to recognize Black individuals who are doing things, and had I not won, I would have been exceptionally happy for whoever had won, because it's important to uplift other people who are doing the things. I'd like to thank my friend Jackie Gow, my former coworker who nominated me for this award. It completely came as a surprise, but you know, somebody has to believe that you're worth the time and effort to put together an application, and so I very much appreciate those efforts. I think in terms of my contribution to the legal profession, you know, I've said this kind of ad nauseum. I started practicing in Winnipeg and then moved to Calgary, and there's never been a time where I could enter spaces and see, you know, many people who looked like me and feel 100% comfortable in those spaces. And so anytime that I can assist in creating a situation that is more inclusive, more welcoming, and more comfortable for the future generation of Black lawyers, I'm 100% going to be there to do that. And certainly, I invite everyone who calls themselves an ally to assist in creating those spaces as well. So, like I said, I didn't have anything planned. I'd like to thank my employer, Legal Services Division at Alberta Justice, and my boss, Kate Bridget, especially, who's always supported me in all of my extracurricular activities and endeavors, and for being very comfortable with all of the Blackness that I bring to the office every single day. So, thank you very much.